Hi students, welcome to Sankalp Study Success. Right, today I am going to explain about disaccharides. So monosaccharides is over, that is discussed in previous videos. Now I am going to explain about disaccharides. So on hydrolysis of disaccharides, so like sucrose, on hydrolysis of disaccharides like sucrose, this is the sucrose. Next goes to lactose and maltose. On hydrolysis gives, so this is gives alpha D glucose and beta D fructose. So the hydrolysis of disaccharides gives a combination of two monosaccharides. On hydrolysis of disaccharides gives a combination of two monosaccharides. Glucose and fructose are monosaccharides. So next lactose on hydrolysis gives beta D glucose and beta D galactose and maltose is the on hydrolysis of maltose gives alpha D glucose. Both are alpha D glucose units. So this is the hydrolysis of disaccharides. So on hydrolysis of disaccharides gives a combination of two monosaccharides. Sucrose on hydrolysis gives alpha D glucose and beta D fructose. Similarly, lactose on hydrolysis gives beta D glucose plus beta D galactose. So on hydrolysis of maltose gives alpha D glucose and alpha D glucose. Both are having same units, alpha D glucose. So this is very, very important. So these are asked in so many exams. So this is a very, very important concept. So right. And now I am going to explain about first disaccharide like sucrose. So write its properties and its structure. Right. So sucrose, what its formula? Its formula is its molecular formula is C12H22O11. So we know that already sucrose and hydrolysis gives glucose and fructose. That is the preparation of glucose and fructose also, right? So the molecular formula of sucrose is C12H22O11, right? It is so sucrose is the common disaccharide widely present in plants. So this is the common carbohydrate. This is occurred in plants, sucrose, and it is obtained mainly from sugarcane and beetroot. So it is obtained mainly from sugarcane and beetroot. Now the structure of sucrose, how to write? So first of all, glycosidic linkage. What is the glycosidic linkage? Glycosidic linkage is the linkage. It is a linkage between the two monosaccharide units. This is the oxide linkage between the two monosaccharide units by loss of water molecule. So a link is formed between two monosaccharide units by loss of water molecule is known as glycosidic linkage. So how it is obtained? Listen to me. Glycosidic linkage. So glycosidic linkage is a oxide linkage which is formed between two monosaccharides by loss of water molecules, right? So this is the glycosidic linkage. So here in sucrose, the glycosidic linkage is present between two monosaccharides. So what are that? Alpha D glucose and beta D fructose. First of all, we can write alpha D glucose, and next we can write beta D fructose. Right. So we can write the Haworth structures of alpha D glucose. So already discussed Haworth structures of glucose, right? So this is the alpha. Alpha means here OH is present on right side below the plane. H, OH, OH, H, H, OH, and CH2OH, H. So this is the alpha D glucose. This is the structure of alpha D glucose, right? Now we can write beta D fructose. So already write that this structure is similar to, resembles with furan structure. The structure of beta D fructose is resembles with furan, right? So this is the beta D fructose. In beta D fructose, the OH is present on left side, that means above the plane. CH2OH and OH, H, H, OH, right? CH2OH, H. So this is the structure of beta D fructose. So this can be produced from C, right? OH, CH2OH, right? COH, H, CH, OH, CH, O, CH2OH. So this is the beta D fructose. So this is O. Here OH is present on left side, that can be written above the plane. CH2OH present on right side, that can be written below the plane. So all the right side groups can be written in below the plane in the ring structure, right? So H, CH2OH, H and OH, right? CH2OH above the plane, right? Here all OH, right? OH, H, right? So this is the right. So this is the beta D fructose. Here in sucrose, the glycosidic linkage is formed between C1 of alpha D glucose and C2 of beta D fructose, right? Here the glycosidic linkage is formed between C1 of alpha D glucose and C2 of beta D fructose, right? So this is the C1 carbon, C1, 2, 3, 4, 5th carbon, this is the 6th carbon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is for this is the C1 carbon. Now goes to beta D fructose. This is the first carbon, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth carbon. So sorry, this is the oxygen, this is the sixth carbon, right? Here the glycosidic linkage is formed between C1 of alpha D glucose, right, this is the C1 of alpha D glucose, and C2 of beta D fructose, this is the C2 of beta D fructose. If these two are combined, when these two are combined, that must be present in same side. ఈ రెండు మనం కలిపి రాయాలంటే ఈ C1 ఈ ఆల్ఫా డి గ్లూకోజ్లోని C1 ఈ బీటా డి ఫ్రక్టోజ్లోన C2 కూడా ఒకే వైపు ఉండాలి. బట్ ఆర్ ప్రజెంట్ ఇన్ ఆపోజిట్ సైడ్. సో దీస్ టూ, దిస్ కెన్ బి రిటర్న్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఈస్ ప్రజెంట్ ఇన్ రైట్ సైడ్, దిస్ కెన్ బి కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇంటూ లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్. సో దీన్ని మనం ఇటువైపు మార్చుకోవాలంటే, ఈ కార్బన్ని ఇటువైపు రాసుకోవాలంటే, సో ఈ స్ట్రక్చర్ మొత్తం ఏటవుతుందంటే రివర్స్ అవుతుంది. రివర్స్ మీన్స్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్న సబ్స్టిట్యూయెంట్స్ మొత్తం కూడా ఏబోదో ప్లేన్లో ఉన్నవి బిలో ది ప్లేన్ అవుతుంది, బిలో ది ప్లేన్లో ఉన్నవని ఏబో ది ప్లేన్ అవుతుంది. వన్స్ అగైన్ లిసన్ టు మీ. Here the glycosidic linkage is often formed between C1 of alpha D glucose and C2 of beta D fructose. So here C1, this is the C1 of alpha D glucose, but here the C2 of beta D fructose, this is the C2, second carbon, 1 2. So if these two structures combined, when these two structures are combined, that must be present in one side, but these are not present in one side, same side. ఓకే, ఈ రెండు కలపాలంటే, ఈ రెండు స్ట్రక్చర్ని మనం C1 C2 దగ్గర కలపాలంటే ఆ రెండు కూడా ఒకే సైడ్లో ఉండాలి. ఇక్కడ ఒకే సైడ్లో లేవు కాబట్టి ఈ స్ట్రక్చర్ని మనము ఒకే సైడ్ రాసుకోవాలంటే, ఒకే సైడ్లో వచ్చి రాసుకోవాలంటే ఈ స్ట్రక్చర్లో ఉన్న సబ్స్టిట్యూయెంట్స్ అన్నీ కూడా, గ్రూప్స్ అన్నీ కూడా రివర్స్ అవుతాయి. రివర్స్ అవుతాయి అంటే హౌ టు రైట్? సో లిసన్ టు మీ. ఓ right, this is O, next this is the first carbon, right? So this OH is, this is the first carbon, right? This second carbon, second. So this is, here OH is present on above, CH2OH is below, so that can be reverse. Reverse means CH2OH, OH below. Similarly this is over, now goes to third carbon, this is the third carbon. Here OH is above, that means below. Here H is below, that means above. Next fourth carbon, this is the fourth carbon, and H is above, that can be written below, and OH is top. Similarly this also, H can be written top and OH can be, CH2OH can be written below. So this is fourth, this is fifth, this is the sixth carbon. So here the in sucrose, the glycosidic linkage is often is formed between C1 of alpha D glucose and C2 of beta D fructose. This is the C1, this is the C2. సో ఈ రెండు స్ట్రక్చర్ని మనం కంబైన్ చేయాలంటే ఆ రెండు కూడా ఒకే సైడ్ ఉండాలి. సో అంటే ఈ బీటా డి ఫ్రక్టోజ్ ఒకే సైడ్కి రావాలంటే, ఇటువైపు రావాలంటే దాన్ని ఏం చేయాలంటే ఆ స్ట్రక్చర్ని మొత్తం రివర్స్లో రాయాలి. సో ప్రతి కార్బన్ వద్ద ఉన్న ఆ సబ్స్టిట్యూయెంట్స్ని రివర్స్లో రాస్తే అది ఈ సేమ్ సైడ్ వస్తుంది, రైట్? సో దిస్ is the second carbon, this is the second carbon. Here the CH2O is present below, that can be written above. Here OH is present in above the plane, that can be written below the plane. So now we can write this structure, write O, right, write CH2OH, CH2OH, OH, OH, HOH, HOH, and this is OHH, OHH, and this is H, CH2OH, CH2OH, right? So this is the first carbon, second, third, fourth, fifth, this is the sixth carbon, right? When these two structures are combined, here the glycosidic linkage is often between a C1 of, this is the C1 of alpha D glucose and C2 of beta D fructose, right? By losing up water molecule, this is H, this is OH, so water molecule can be removed, minus H2O. In glycosidic linkage, water molecule can be removed. So now we can write its structures, remaining structures, right? So this is H. So remaining, that means HOH, HOH, right, OH, H, and HOH, CH2OH, H, and this is oxide linkage, oxide linkage, this is oxide linkage. Right, so this is CH2OH, CH2OH, here H and OH are there, here OH, OH, OH and H are there, here H, C2H5, OH group is there, CH2OH, sorry, this is CH2OH. Right, so this is the oxide linkage. Here these two OH molecules are combined by losing of water molecule, remaining is oxide linkage. This is the oxide linkage. Okay, this is alpha D glucose unit, this is the beta D glucose unit. So both are combined to give a sucrose structure, sucrose. So this is the structure of glucose, this is the structure of sucrose, sorry, this is the structure of sucrose. Okay, in the structure of sucrose, glycosidic linkage is obtained, is formed between C1 of, this is the C1, this is the C1 of alpha D glucose and C2 of beta D fructose, right. So this is a non-reducing sugar. So it is a non-reducing sugar. We know that it is a non-reducing sugar. Why it is a non-reducing sugar? So at C1 carbon, if the structure containing free aldehyde group or free ketone group or pre-amiestal group means, so this is the amiestal, OCH3 and OHCH. So this is the amiestal amiacetal hydroxy linkage, so amiacetal hydroxy. So here this is the alpha D glucose. In alpha D glucose, the aldehyde is present on first carbon. This is the first carbon. So here aldehyde group is present in glycosidic linkage, and in sucrose, the free ketone group is present at second carbon. So that ketone group is also involved in glycosidic linkage. So both the free aldehyde group and free ketone group are involved in glycosidic linkage. That means absence of free aldehyde group in glucose unit and absence of free ketone group in beta D fructose unit, and also absence of amiacetal hydroxy group means, so this is OCH3 that is present, but this carbon does not containing OH. Similarly, this carbon also COCH3 that is present, but OH is absent. Okay, the OH group on this carbon is absent. So these two units like alpha D glucose and beta D fructose or absence of pre-hemiacetal hydroxy group. So this is a non-reducing sugar. If the disaccharide is said to be reducing sugar, that will must containing free aldehyde group or free ketone group or hemiacetal hydroxy group at any one isomer, any one monosaccharide or any one monosaccharide. So that is act as a reducing sugar. But this disaccharide does not containing free aldehyde group in two monosaccharides and does not containing free ketone group in two monosaccharides, and also absence of hemiacetal hydroxy group in these two isomers, in these two units. So this is a sucrose is a non-reducing sugar. Sucrose is a non-reducing sugar. Sucrose is a non-reducing sugar, and it does not form mutarotation. Mutarotation, and it does not show mutarotation due to absence of free aldehyde group, free ketone group, and free hemiacetal hydroxy group. All these groups are present in glycosidic linkage, so it cannot show mutarotation, and it is a non-reducing sugar. And right, sucrose. So sucrose is a dextrorotatory. Here plus is indicates dextro, plus indicates dextro, and negative minus indicates levorotatory, right? So sucrose is generally dextrorotatory. Sucrose is a dextrorotatory. So that means sucrose can rotate the plane polarized light to right side. So that is the dextrorotatory. On hydrolysis of sucrose, that means C12. What is the formula of sucrose? C12H20O11. On hydrolysis in the presence of acidic medium means H plus H2O, adding up H2O. Hydrolysis means. So what happened? C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6. This is the glucose. This is the fructose. Here the glucose having a dextrorotatory. So this value is present in plus. So this fructose is present in negative value, that is levorotatory. And this is the optical rotation. Here alpha square bracket of alpha D indicates optical rotation, right? Now, so generally sucrose is a dextrorotatory. Its value is plus 66.5 degree. That means that can here the plane polarized light can rotate right side about 66.5 degree. What is that? Sucrose is a dextrorotatory. Its value is plus 66.5 degree. On hydrolysis gives dextrorotatory of alpha D glucose. Its value like a plus 52.5 degree. And levorotatory of beta D fructose, its value is minus 92.4 degrees. What is that? So sucrose is a dextrorotatory plus value. Sucrose is a dextrorotatory. On hydrolysis gives a dextrorotatory of alpha D glucose and levorotatory of beta D fructose. Here the beta D fructose, the optical rotation of beta D fructose is more than that of alpha D glucose. So this is the 50 here plus and minus or indicates plus indicates dextro, minus indicates levo. In these two values, which is more, 92.4 degrees more than that of 52.5. That means the optical rotation of fructose is more than that of glucose. So the total solution, so the aqueous solution of this mixture, having which rotatory? Levorotatory. Why it is which is having more? Levorotatory having more. So levorotatory. So levorotatory is more. Levorotatory. So that means, what is that? So sucrose is generally dextrorotatory. On hydrolysis gives a dextrorotatory of glucose and levorotatory of fructose. So how it is a levorotatory? Its value is negative. So that means negative means it is levorotatory, plus means dextrorotatory. So on hydrolysis, sucrose is a dextrorotatory. On hydrolysis, which gives a dextrorotatory of glucose and levorotatory of fructose. Generally, the levorotatory of fructose is more than that of D-glucose. Then the mixture of D-glucose and beta-D-fructose, the resulting optical rotation of this mixture is levorotatory. That means the sign of sucrose is changed to negative, from positive to negative on hydrolysis. This is known as inversion of sugar. This is known as inversion of sugar. Before hydrolysis, the sucrose having positive optical rotation, that means dextrorotation. After hydrolysis, that mixture of isomers gives a levorotation. So this is known as the inversion of sugar. So the phenomenon of change in sign of optical rotation, sign of optical rotation on hydrolysis is known as inversion of sugar. So this is the inversion of sugar, and the product is said to be invert product. So this product is said to be invert product or invert mixture. This mixture is said to be invert mixture. So what is the inversion of sugar or invert of product? So generally sucrose having a dextrorotatory, on hydrolysis gives a dextrorotatory of glucose and levorotatory of fructose. The levorotatory of fructose value is 92.4 degrees more than that of dextrorotatory of glucose. Its value is 52.5. So its mixture containing levorotatory, which is more, levo is more, so that can be taken levorotatory. So here before the hydrolysis, the sucrose having dextrorotatory. After the hydrolysis, the mixture of sucrose containing levorotatory. That means here sign is changed. Here plus can be converted to minus. So the phenomenon of change in sign of optical rotation on hydrolysis is known as inversion of sugar, and the product or mixture is known as invert of sugar. So sucrose act as a, sucrose is said to be inversion of sugar or invert product, right? I hope to clear this everyone. Please subscribe our channel.